Very good evening to all of you. At the outset, we have to thank the rain gods because at least thoda bahut khatam ho gaya कारण कुछ लोग यहाँ पाए. And if it doesn't rain very heavily, we may have more people joining. On behalf of HRD Forum of VIA and this time also on behalf of NHRD chapter of Nagpur, I welcome you all to this very interesting program on a very different type of a topic, that is life lessons on mastering change management as per the book Iceberg is Melting. We have with us a very eminent faculty, our own Nagpurian, who was abroad for about 20 years and now is with us. And earlier I specifically asked him whether आप नागपुर वाले हैं क्या, तो बोला I'm from Nagpur. So we have our own faculty from Nagpur, Mr. Vijay Kappai. I welcome today's speaker here. Topic is change, and all of you know that change is the only thing which is permanent on this earth. And some people change with the change, some people change before the change, and some people change after the change. So people who change with the change, for them its life is okay. Who change after the change, nobody welcomes them. But for all those who change before the change, they are on top of the world, because they are those people who can be called as per the first proactive, that is as per Stephen Covey, they can be called as proactive people because they know what is going to come in future. And there are some people who are still better than that. That is what we call as a paradigm shift, that is a change. And nowadays we are in this world where it is full of paradigm changes and paradigm shifts, and this topic, that is why, becomes very relevant for today's discussion. I once again welcome today's faculty to this program and request on behalf of NHRD, Mr. Arvind Jain, to give his welcome address on behalf of NHRD and also introduce today's speaker.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of National HRD Network, Nagpur chapter, I welcome you all to this interesting program on mastering change management. Briefly, Professor Mr. Devadar has already introduced you to this topic. Basically, change management is essential in our life. It's the only constant thing in life. The first time I got introduced to change management was when I read the book by Microsoft chief regarding business at the speed of thought. And that book gave you an idea of what the changes will be in coming years. That was published somewhere in 1995. And what I read then is now being implemented, and it is being implemented at a very low level also. Lower level people have also got introduced to it, which is something which we felt will be very difficult to implement. So once we get awareness of change, those who are smart enough can pick it up along with the change. Those who are not smart enough, at least follow it so that we go in for the next step for the change. Now I have the honor of introducing to you Mr. Vijay Kappai, who is a Nagpurian. He has been a gold medalist all along. That's one big achievement he has in life. He is the founder and managing director of Vijay Kappai's Pharmantra Finishing Center for Healthcare, perhaps the first finishing center for healthcare professionals in Nagpur and Vidarbha region. He has 24 years of successful track record in pharmaceutical sales and marketing in various geographical locations in Europe, Middle East and India. He has worked with various multinational organizations like Torrent, Astra, AstraZeneca, GlaxoSmithKline and Novartis. Vijay is a certified yoga expert. He has trained, coached hundreds of professionals globally in sales, marketing, medical and allied health sector. Academic qualifications are gold medalist in B Pharma from Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Nagpur. Gold medalist M Pharma, again from Nagpur University. Gold medalist from London Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Marketing. MBA in International Marketing from Sheffield Hallam University, UK. And Advanced Management in Healthcare, Manchester Business School, UK. That's his introduction. A very brilliant academician and a person with a flavor for training and development. So I request Mr. Pandey is not available. Okay, I'll request Mr. Kappai to take the stage. Thank you.
Thank you. No, sir, this agenda is different. Thank you, Jain Sahab. I now request Vice President of VI, Mr. Asit Sinha, to please welcome today's speaker, Mr. Vijay Kappai, with a floral bouquet. So with this, I now hand over the floor to today's speaker and just request him to please go forward.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. तहे दिल से मैं आप लोगों का शुक्रिया करना चाहता हूँ. It's an absolute real pleasure and honor for some very kind words and the invitation to be out with this elite faculty. Arvind Saab, for your kind introduction. Parivartan, change is the essence of life. What I like to do is actually for the next 25 to 30 minutes spend time on what are the dynamics of change. Parivartan to ho raha hai, but the speed with change that is happening around us is accelerating. If I can move around, will that be comfortable? So what I like to really talk is the pace of change is actually so dramatically changing under our very feet that to stand still is no more a luxury. बहुत बुरी तरह, as sir was referring to, that you're likely to get bruised, you're likely to get hurt. It's critical that it's difficult to work with the pace of change that is happening. आज मैं नागपुर बहुत समय के बाद आया हूँ. I see some massive changes happening in this particular city. If you think of Nagpur is getting metro very soon. I see change that Mehan which has been sleeping for a very long time. बहुत समय से it has been a sleeping giant. For the first time, I'm not politically aligned, but I would refer to that Fadnavis Saab, Gadkari Saab, they're doing something positive. I feel that positive energy. I'm sure people who are reading the local press would actually testify that I don't care who does that, I care whoever will take Nagpur forward. I'm with them. We're going to look at a beautiful book. Our iceberg is melting. Nagpur is a बहुत विपरीत जगह है. We're going to Antarctica. We'll have a little bit of a flavor of penguins की कहानी से कुछ life lessons. These are some wonderful life lessons that we can benefit from. I like to leave a thought कि जब हम कॉलेज में थे, जब हम स्कूल में पढ़ रहे थे, तो we used to feel that एक बार ग्रेजुएशन कर लिया, एक बार पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन कर लिया, that would hold you instead for next 30-40 साल. All that has changed. Today you have to sharpen your saw every single day, and life is a school. You can learn wherever you are, no matter what position you hold, and whichever turn, if you're ready to absorb something new. That's a notion I like to leave with. We're going to talk a little bit about Parivartan. We have ourselves experienced a lot of change. IIM is coming to Nagpur. All India Institute of Medical Sciences is coming to Nagpur. This will change the way. Why would Nagpurians would like to go to Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai? Our students, our children will get that fantastic state-of-the-art education. That's changing. We're going to look at some of the changes, unprecedented changes, जो हमारे जिंदगी में इतने powerfully impacting us. It's a ripple effect. Just give an example of the oil prices. There's a huge demand of oil in US, Europe. The oil prices goes up. That has a huge impact, knock-off, ripple effect sitting in Nagpur. So Parivartan not necessarily happening in and around us, but Parivartan happening even hundreds and kilometers, thousands of kilometers away, but that ripple effect, you will feel it. Are we ready to intercept those ripples earlier? Are we ready to proactively intercept and do something about it, or we want to be forced into a situation where परिस्थिति ऐसी आ गई कि change is knocking on your door, too late for you to actually react to, and it's like a slippery pole. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about what are the implications of those changes. Either you evolve or you extinct. And we have some wonderful examples in the business. There are a number of senior executives from various industries would testify that. And we'll look at some of the key 8 principles of Kotter change management process. Whether we like it or we don't, we have to accept it. We can do a little bit more benefit to us if we can embrace it proactively. If we start enjoying change, you have done a great service to yourself. And if you can lead change, you are the one which actually create that ripple. You can actually make a huge impact, and that's something that we're going to actually look at. Okay. Everybody talks about change is the only constant. Okay. I give one example of it. जो हमने, when we were growing up as students, we have seen caterpillar. Caterpillar is actually transforming the metamorphosis of the caterpillar, eating the mulberry leaf and then turning into a beautiful butterfly, is a classic example of a transformation जो हम हमारी जिंदगी में we have observed, we have seen. And for doing that, we should be willing to surrender what we are to what we would like to become. हर बार हर परिस्थिति में ऐसा होता है कि we want to hold on. The resistance to change is so much that I don't want to leave my chair, I don't want to leave this room, I don't want to leave Nagpur, I can't leave my organization because this is what I've been living for years. But जब आप कुछ चीज छोड़ेंगे, तभी आप कुछ हासिल कर सकेंगे. And I think that's a key part, that you must be ready to leave. आज बहुत अगर आप गूगल करें तो people talk about that we live in VUCA times. You know, it's an acronym which talks about that we live in a virtually in a volatile world. And US Army actually ने ये coin किया है because when they walked into Afghanistan, when they walked into Iraq, they felt that they pride themselves that this is the best army in the world, with the best capability, with the best technology at their hands. But जब वो काबुल पहुंचे, जब वो इराक पहुंचे, they find that the environment around them is very volatile. It's not just the pace of change, the velocity of change, but very unpredictable world. On top of it, it's complex. And to make it even more ambiguous, where we are not able to differentiate between the black and the white. So when we live in this kind of VUCA world, itna competitive world, where it's survival for the fittest, can we have a strategy? Because जो भी आपकी strategy आज का gold standard है, that would change, because that would not be a good recipe for tomorrow. आज जो recipe of success is. Because the world around you is changing. And I just give one example of, अगर हम escalator में हैं, Nagpur has got now a number of shopping malls, and I see some senior people when they like to get in onto the escalator, थोड़ा सा पता नहीं है कि am I getting onto the right foot or not. अगर escalator पे आप ऊपर पहुंच गए हैं and you don't move with that final step, you're gonna hit, you're gonna fall, you're gonna bruise. So परिवर्तन इतनी रफ्तार से हमारे इर्द गिर्द बदल रहा है that it forces us that we must actually also move with the times. If we can lead change, that's a very different world. Okay? But majority of the people find it very, very tough to create the ripple. But if you're able to intercept it, you are able to see and smell the changes happening around you, then you are in a much better prepared state than you are able to make those strategic moves. Because if you don't do that, बहुत ज़्यादा chances हैं that you will get into that slippery pole, reactive mode, and paristhiti is actually forcing you to do certain thing, not what you want to do certain thing. In fact, एक बहुत बढ़िया notion है that 50% लोग, after doing graduation, post-graduation, doing excellently well, are actually sinking. Sinking is the feeling of जब पानी आपके सर के ऊपर है और आप कुछ सेकंड्स के लिए पानी से ऊपर निकलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं जिंदगी में, not in literal sense of swimming, but जिंदगी की स्विमिंग में 50% of the people are actually डूब रहे हैं. 40% of the people are actually floating, barely managing to keep अपना नाक पानी के ऊपर, just managing, barely. And only 10% प्रतिशत लोग are actually able to swim in the journey of life. Why? Because change इतनी रफ्तार से हमारे इर्द गिर्द बदल रहा है that you cannot, you need to move with the pace, with the velocity of change. You cannot catch up, but at least you can minimize the impact that it is happening. And I think that's a very, very powerful notion that in large multinational companies and corporations where people are under intense pressure to deliver, exceed expectations of the superiors, meet deadlines, projects, give innovative solutions. So I think that's a notion that learn the art of swimming, of life. That's something that we're going to talk. And a last thought I like to leave with you before is that the biggest room is for growth is improvement is the room of improvement. अगर हम सोचें कि I'm the best, I know everything, मुझे सब कुछ पता है, it's a disease आज के बच्चों में, the I know syndrome. They don't want to learn. मुझे पता है, I've done it. The learning attitude is missing. I think the picture I show here is of, एक ज़माने में था कि human being 10 seconds के नीचे 100 meters नहीं कर सकता. We have broken that barrier. Today, who's the record holder? Usain Bolt, 9.58 seconds, right? आज के पेपर में Usain Bolt is probably talking, he's challenging Gatlin from US and saying, I'll see you in Beijing. The next Olympics are happening 2016. Who knows, it will be Usain Bolt who breaks his own 9.58 barrier and crosses 9.48, or it would be somebody else, X, Y, or Z. But that journey of life of continuous improvement, what was yesterday's gold standard will be outshined by somebody else. So continuously that sharpening the saw is a critical aspect of being a swimmer as part of a change. So what are the changes we see in Nagpur? मैंने कुछ आपसे कहा, आप लोग कुछ कहें. What do you think? What changes do you see in Nagpur?
Becoming less green. Trees are being cut.
Trees are being cut, which is a pity. Nagpur has prided itself as the second most greenest city. अगर aerial view ले नागपुर का तो it's lush green. I mean, unorganized lush green, but it's rich. And there's huge debate, discussion going on around. People want to widen the roads, and NH7 wants to be 6 lanes, and we want to chop off some of the green cover that we have. Any other change we see? Metro to aapne dekha hai. I was coming to this. I see the metro office around. That's a change coming. More high-rise building. Nagpur has been a pretty flat place. Suddenly I see steel, glass.
The prettiness is
Vanishing. So change is around us in Nagpur as well. And I think that is gone are the days when our students, our kids used to go to Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, say Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore, they used to feel that inferiority complex. You know, हमारे बच्चे are fantastic, but they would feel that they don't have that kind of exposure. Okay, I don't know. I felt it. I did my masters from campus. I went to Ahmedabad. I worked with Torrent. I used to have management trainees coming from IIM Ahmedabad. The guys would not know anything on science part, but the way they carry themselves, the way they communicate, the way the social skills they had was far more refined as compared to people coming from relatively lesser, bigger cities. All that is changing. Today, you see some of the pride of Nagpur, Pandit Saab heading one of the leading banks of the world, Nagpurian, you know, and it's changing. Maybe the pace of change is not to our imaginations, but it's moving. If I just look back, पिछले 30 सालों में क्या बदला है हमारे इर्द गिर्द? I think it's a pause to look at क्या हो रहा है. अगर हम देखें political setup में, you know, हम textbooks में पढ़े थे USSR, it's gone. It's now 12 different countries: Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Azerbaijan, Tajikistan. USSR is gone. Germany is reunited, and we are still fighting on some petty things happening in a neighborhood. European Union has redefined. They have said that they don't want Indians. Enough. We want to give preferential treatment to Spanish, Latvians, Estonians because they are part of the EU. They are creating boundaries for competition for our people to be able to walk in. So that's a change. I think just look at the number of people, you know, in the last 30 years we have grown from 4 billion to 8, and we're likely to go to 12 billion very soon. That's a huge, it has huge implications, because what you have available resources is you are competing for those resources. If I look at on an economic level, China हम लोग बहुत ridicule करते थे, substandard, cheap quality, they are flooding the market and all. They have created a niche not just now onto the low segment, but they're going into the high end and they're eating market shares from larger multinationals जो high end products बेच रहे हैं. So China has become overtaken Japan. If we look at some of the EU countries have become bankrupt. You know, Greece has gone to docs. Poland was given financial assistance by EU to support it. On a economic level, there are huge changes. जो डॉलर की एक वैल्यू थी एक ज़माने में, you know, 20-25 साल पहले जब मैं पहली बार हिंदुस्तान से बाहर गया, उस समय it used to be 22 rupees a dollar. Today it has gone up 64. What does that mean? It means that अगर आपको कुछ चीज खरीदनी है, you have to cough up 3 times last 30 years. What about on the social front? It's reaching, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. It has revolutionized the way we are connected today in this digital world. Today, agar you say, you must have enough courage to say, sorry, I don't know this. Because your peers are going to look down and say, wake up, buddy. You need to catch up. Because aapke bachche, the younger lot is going to talk to you. Dad, you're not on WhatsApp. I need to send you something. You're forced to accept. Look at on the technological front. Telegram is gone. Fax is on its way. It's redundant. No longer we use fax. Moneyless world. We are ATMs, credit cards are redefining. Amazon and Flipkart and Snapdeal are redefining the way we do shop. Our bachche are Google. They go on to Amazon. Dad, I need to pick up this. They don't want to do shopping the way traditionally हमने की है. So, I just want to punctuate and highlight के कुछ बहुत important changes जो हमारे इर्द गिर्द हो रहे हैं, those have huge ripple effect जिस तरीके से हम, and we cannot stand still. The implications of that are enormous. Either in this global world, village, whatever you may call, आज if I visualize, and I'm sure 15 साल 20 साल आगे अगर हम देखें, if we don't know Mandarin today, we are in trouble. Because the Chinese are coming in huge volumes. Chinese का आज मुश्किल है कि they can't communicate in English. They have infrastructure, they have knowledge, they have the passion and desire to succeed. And they have imperialistic growth aspirations as well. But if we are not able to learn Mandarin, add on, today the buzzword is I want my daughter to learn French or Spanish or additional language. I think that's coming. There's intense, fierce competition. It's a survival for the fittest. Literally. And we have to adapt to change. I will take it one step further and say not just adapt, we have to perpetually evolve. जो कल हमने adapt किया है, वो परसों, we have to do it all over again. That's the world VUCA times that we live in, and that's a change that is happening around us, and therefore it is critical that we must move. The normal body response and human nature is resist to change. मैं नहीं चाहता कुछ बदलाव. I think I give one example of, what are the implications. Kodak, जब हम बचपन में थे, we used to take those films and वो normal 36 films print out करने, जिसमें बहुत सारी pictures अच्छी भी नहीं थी, तो but we have to print. Oh, that has changed because Kodak did not. Kodak was a market leader with 85% market share, but they just did not see the change coming of the digitalization of the digital cameras. And everything else is history. Today, Kodak is nowhere. It's gone. Wiped out. Look at the implications of the associates, the employees, the reputation, the shareholder value is gone. Look at General Motors. General Motors, though, on vehicles has 85% market share. Come on. Today we have Hyundais, and we have Daewoo's, and we have Toyotas and Nissan and Mitsubishis have